Is it me or is it madness, or just Tuesday in my head? Towers made of laundry piles and dishes whispering dread. I plan, I pause, I break, I sweep, then crash into a scrolling loop. 1 second I'm a sparkling queen, next I vanish in my room. Is this a symptom or just the way I feel? Am I broken or just real? I'm just a little human glitch, wide with wonder, lost in switch, trying to balance, trying to bloom, while my mind's a crowded room. Do I need to heal or just exist, or let the chaos coexist? Maybe life's not made to stitch every tear, every twitch. I'm just a little human glitch. I tidy like it's holy work, each corner, every speck must gleam. But once the dust begins to dance, I drift away into a dream. Should love be felt or analyzed? Should I stay or should I dive? Is breathing deep philosophy or just a way to stay alive? They say just live, but what's the way? To float, to fight, to kneel, to play. I'm just a little human glitch, wired with wonder, lost in switch, trying to balance, trying to bloom, while my mind's a crowded room. Do I need to heal or just exist, or let the chaos coexist? Maybe life's not made to stitch every tear, every twitch. I'm just a little human glitch. Maybe I'm both mess and magic, maybe that's the whole design. Not broken, just unfinished, still dancing through the lines. I'm not just a glitch in light, I'm the spark that flickers bright. Even when I'm lost in noise, I still carry love and voice. So I'll breathe inside the static, in this life both wild and tragic. I'll wear my questions like a crown and let this storm spin me around. I'm a little human glitch. And maybe that's just fine. Da-da, la la. Somewhere in a city full of sound, you were there just looking around. You dragged me to a sci-fi show, block and lights I didn't know. Spaceships flew, but all I saw was you laughing at a robot's flaw. The Nazi gore near TVRI, cars rushing by you next to me. I still recall your lips on fire, that viral chicken, your spicy desire. And when I danced like a Power Ranger, you looked away, face full of danger. But when you asked, you okay, I almost said, you're the reason I pray. You were there in all my little days, from reckless streets to quiet cafes. Sat tight and your nervous smile, and that I smile that stayed a while. I was a mess, you knew it too, but somehow still I prayed for you. Oh, in every laugh and crowded place, you were my softest space. You held back when I ran too fast, that zebra cross I almost passed. And in your hand I saw the care, the kind I knew was always rare. Your scar, your gaze, your gentle way still haunt my thoughts on cloudy days. You were the kind I didn't deserve, but life had other twisted curves. And when I danced like a Power Ranger, you looked away, face full of danger. But when you asked, you okay, I almost said, you're the reason I pray. You were there in all my little days, from reckless streets to quiet cafes. Side tension, your nervous smile, and that I smile that stayed a while. I was a mess, you knew it too, but somehow still I prayed for you. Oh, in every laugh and crowded place, you were my softest space. Let it down, let it on. She reads Coelho under her desk, eyes full of stars, feet in worn-out shoes, sketches dreams with pastel strokes. She asks the kind of questions that silence the classroom air, and when the teacher stumbles, we all burst out in laughter there.
Do you think time has feelings too?
We were stars in our own sky, writing poems that never rhyme. Dreamers dancing in uniforms, passing notes like valentines. We'd say the world is wide and wild, and we're just getting by. But our hearts, oh, they flew high. She sleeps through physics with a grin, draws galaxies in the margin lines, lunch break debates on fate and soul, sharing cookies, spilling time. She'd say, I think I'll save the world, with glitter pens and stubborn will. And somehow I believed her then, maybe I believe her still.
With a smile. Do clouds get bored of floating?
We were stars in our own sky, writing poems that never rhyme. Dreamers dancing in uniforms, passing notes like valentines. We'd say the world is wide and wild, and we're just getting by. But our hearts, oh, they flew high. Maybe we'll forget the facts and tests, but not how it felt to laugh like that in the backseat of youth, where everything felt true. We were stars in our own sky, writing poems that never rhyme. Dreamers dancing in uniforms, passing notes like valentines. So here's to the wide and wild, where dreams still learn to fly, and our hearts, oh, they still fly.
I think we were magic.
I had the prettiest boy in school. You walked like a dream, I followed the rule, but I never felt like I was enough. In my plus-size skin, a little rough, then you told me you're just my type. Said you loved the way I smiled at night. You brought me roses in the rain. You crossed the city through the pain. But love, you had your secrets too, calling her sister, but I always knew. And when the truth came crashing down, you held my hand but let me drown. Did you love me then, when I gave you all the poems I never penned? When we danced beneath the storm, no umbrella, just your uniform? Was I beautiful in your eyes, or just a break between your lies? Still I hold the good, not the end. But tell me, did you love me then? I couldn't give you what you chased, something sacred I wouldn't waste. So maybe that's what made you stray, but my heart was there every day. You said we're more like brothers, sis, about her, but brothers don't steal hearts like that. And second chances turn to ash, but I still remember every laugh. Years went by, I still replay the rain, the rose, your halfway stay. I asked you once in trembling breath, did you love me? You answered yes. Did you love me then? When I gave you all the dreams I tried to bend, when we promises beneath the moon, thinking we'd be growing soon. Was I real or just pretend? Something soft you couldn't defend. Still I hold the good, not the end. But tell me, did you love me then? Now I don't need your arms again, but I still trace the gentle when your voice was kind, your eyes were true. Even if they wandered too, my heart has cracks where you once stood. But the truth, it did me good, and though we'll never be again, I'm glad you loved me back then. You brought rice and fancy side dish, but stole my end of me. Oh, what's this twist? Talk like fire when news got loud. You lit the room, stood out in the crowd. Laughed too hard at memes at two. Said things like life's a joke but true. Carry joy like it's your job, but I saw the cracks behind the bar. There were nights you shut the world, said you're tired and said it hurts, but we stayed and pulled you through, 'cause you've done the same thing too. Never say you're not enough, we're standing by your side. No more what if I fall, let it be what if I fly. You are eccentric queen, dramatic, deep and oddly fine. You doubted, cried, then stood again, wore your crown past all the pain. Now you shine in your gown and smile, and I'll cheer you on from every mile. You held us all with your loud embrace, with wild opinions and open grace. If ever again you dim that light, remember this song on your darkest night. Ooh, our eccentric queen, dramatic, deep and oddly fine. You doubted, cried, then stood again, wore your crown past all the pain. Now you shine in your gown and smile, and I'll cheer you on from every mile. Even if you steal my soup tonight, I'd still toast to you, my fighting light. used to think it was you. I told my friends he's just a mess, blamed your silence, your second guess. But now the mirror is kinda loud, and I'm the one who drew the cloud. I talked in riddles, acted strange, played sad then laughed like nothing changed. You tried to stay but I shut the door, thought I was cool, just insecure. If I wasn't so weird, would you have stayed? If I just said what I meant, not played all those jokes that made no sense, all those moods so intense. If I listened more and talked more clear, would you still be here? I sent memes when you were hurt, said low and it kinda burned. You said let's talk, I changed the theme. I was more drama than a dream. Now late at night I reread chats, I said whatever you meant facts. You waited long, I missed the cue. Maybe the problem was not you. If I wasn't so weird, would you have stayed? If I just asked what you felt, not swayed. Every chance you tried to speak, I made it loud, then cold, then weak. If I had paused, just faced the fear, would you still be here? You weren't the villain in my tale, I wore the crown and crashed the sail. Now all I want is one more call to say I'm sorry. It was me, after all. If I wasn't so weird, would things be right? Would we laugh again, not pick a fight? I'd ask you slow and let you speak, not hide behind my moods all week. If I could go back, I'd make it clear I miss you still, my dear. Yeah, I thought I was clever once. We shared inside jokes on rainy days. He'd text me memes and secret songs to play. I told my friend you'd like him too, not knowing I just wrote my own debut. And they hit it off just like that, while I smiled behind my chat, thinking maybe I was too late. I matched you with the wrong girl, while hiding how I felt. Now you're someone else's world, while I blame myself. Oh, the matchmaker broke her own heart. Thought I'd be fine from the start, but I still fall for the boy I gave away too soon. Years spun past like carousel lights. I learned to laugh, to love, rewrite. Then one night my new best friend said she liked him. Oh, here we go again. I said cool, but my chest went tight. Could deja vu sting twice? Guess I never really closed that door. I matched you with the wrong girl and hid behind my role. Now you're someone's brand new world, while I lose control. Oh, the matchmaker lost at her game, while pretending it's not a shame. But I still fall for the boy who never knew my name. I liked you first and second, but secrets age like wine or wounds, and the boy I let go before I knew how to call it love.
Maybe next life I'll say it first.
I used to shrink behind the door while they came knocking for her, not more. Middle school was her golden hall. I was just the echo in the hall. She got the glances, I got the air. Even my crush liked her silky hair. But look at me now, I'm wearing my name. Boys trip over just to join my game. I'm not her sister, I'm the flame, burning bright and not the same. Still, when they say you're like your sis, I smile, but inside, what did I miss? High school came and tables flipped. I wore new shoes, my shy lips slipped. Suddenly, seniors said hi to me. Juniors, I had a cue, literally. They said I laughed like sunshine bold, but still whispered Herm when stories unfold. But look at me now, I'm center stage, no longer trapped in a background cage. They write me notes, they sing my parts, say I'm the one stealing hearts. Still, every time they say your sis was cool, I freeze like I'm back in school. Maybe I liked being unseen. No pressure, just me and a screen. But now that I glow in the open air, why do I still feel a little unfair? Look at me now, I shine, I trip, I laugh. Got my own world, sign my own path. No more standing in second light, I'm the sunrise stealing the night. Still, sometimes when the crowd's a blur, I miss being never quite heard. Never just her sister, but part of her still lingers. You wore those asymmetric glasses, beard like a king, walking your own pace. You never said much, but the silence spoke. A lighthouse in storms, a quiet oak. You gave us things that can't be held, not cash, not fancy things, but stories fell. Thank God we're not material born. You gave us more than we had sworn. People talk, they never ask, they just point and wear their masks. But you no explain, no complain, and I watched in love and pain. So here I am, your daughter loud, standing strong, I'll make you proud. If they smear your name with doubt, I'll wipe it clean, I'll shout it out. They don't see the gold you are, but I've known it from the start. You're a roller coaster, you're our father, we adore. Maybe we stumbled in the past, you a new dad, I grew up fast. Clash like thunder, quiet cries, but look at us, we've learned the wise. You show your love in sideways ways, a cup of coffee or asking if I've ate. You love your grandkids like the sky, your rough hands hold them soft and high. You never had to say it, I always knew. So here I am, your daughter loud, standing strong, I'll make you proud. need to make a stand, 'cause in your silence there's a light that shaped me through the darkest nights. And if they ask me who you were, I'll say a storm, a steady blur. But to me, your poetry and skin, unlabeled love from deep within. So here I am, your daughter loud, still your voice when you're too proud. If they paint you wrong somehow, I'll rewrite it here and now. You're the echo in my song, even when you're moving on. You're our roller coaster, you're our father we adore. No explain, no complain. You're our roller coaster, untamed but also exhilarate. That's how love sometimes remains. I see your name and smile inside, pretend it's nothing but my heart can't hide. You laugh with her and I look away, but secretly I hope you'll always stay. I don't mind being your hidden song, just don't let someone else sing along. So let me love you quietly from the corner of your galaxy. No label, just our little thing, like coffee cups that never cling. But promise me one selfish part, that no one else can have your heart. Not yet, at least not until you're ready to love me for real. We don't know in relationship, and maybe I'm just seeing through. But I'd rather be wrong and close to you than right, but lose this view. You don't say it, and that's okay, but your silence tells me you might stay. So let me love you quietly, like birds that hum invisibly. We float in almost love's embrace. No need to rush, no need to chase. Just promise me my tiny part, that no one else can steal your heart. Not yet, at least not until you're ready to love me for real. If someday comes and you're still free, will you choose a girl who loved silently? So let me love you quietly, like books we read but never see. No title, still the pages turn, a secret flame that softly burns. But promise me before you go that